Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Joshua Lead and Iron. Today's video, I'm revisiting this Awei H18 AMOLED 1.43 inch smartwatch. The reason I want to revisit this, I did post a short, but the short didn't cover everything that I wanted to cover. This watch is amazing. They come in different colors, black, gray, like the one I have on right here, brown, and blue.
Blue?
You do get a magnetic watch band, and you get a traditional buckle style watch band that go in this box, that are in this box, and you get your charger. It's not like your MagSafe charger, it's like a little bar. Let's take this off my wrist. You get your normal functions from a watch. The AMOLED screen is beautiful, by the way. Like, I haven't found a way to put a picture on this on the screen here, but they do give you different faces, like a different library in this app. You get all the functions from a watch that are normal, like stopwatch, timers, clocks, world clocks, alarms, stuff like that. You do have a gallery for watch faces. They are plentiful. The only thing that I would say stops it from being really, really great is I haven't found a way to customize it. So these designs are like, you can't switch them around and stuff. It does have low power mode. It'll make your watch last longer, which the battery on this is amazing. I go like 5 to 6 days without a charge. I sleep with it to measure my sleep. So we'll get into that as well. And there is an always on display. Now the always on display changes it so it doesn't show you like these dials and stuff. It's just like a plain white. Here, I'll show you. Go here, you swipe down, go to settings, display, screen clock is what it's called. And then you turn it on. And then you can do a digital watch face and switch it around. So it gives you different options here. That's what it will look like when it's off, and it always stays on. So it's like your normal watch. Now, when you have this on, you don't get the raise your wrist function that turns on the clock when you move around. So it just stays like always on display. You have to physically hit the button to get out of that and then go back in here. I'm going to go back in here and turn that off. And then it just goes right back to your face watch. So it does have do not disturb, always on display mode. And I think the best part of this is there's like a whole suite like how Apple Fitness has, but Apple Fitness is normally stuck behind that paywall. This has a fitness area right here that comes with this app. This app is the Awei Fit app. Not only can you like follow this workout, I'll show you real quick here. It's like a 13-minute quick course, start your workout.
2, 1, go.
Gives you an idea. I think that's really neat, especially if you're just starting out like your fitness and you don't necessarily know how you want or how to do like workouts. This will show you. I think that's pretty cool. Not only does it have this fitness program, it also has like this meditation. So reason I want to point this out is because you choose your minutes, it does your countdown. Is because this actually has a stress meter. I have not found that like on an Apple Watch. I don't know, I have the Apple Watch SE. There's a lot of things that are comparable to the Apple Watch, like the heart rate monitor, tracks your sleep, but we'll talk about that too. You know, little things like that that are similar, but this has so much more. I don't know, like I'll probably use some of these features like to kind of like get back into fitness, track my exercise, and then maybe even try this, breathing technique and stuff. Let me know if that would be helpful for you guys, like if that came with your Apple Watch and you didn't have to pay for it. So these functions, so you get, mind you, this stuff works with the Apple Health app too. It connects to it, it transfers all the data that goes on this into that app as well, and it has its own fitness app here. We'll go through this. Like this was my last sleep from last night. That's how much I slept, was 4 hours and 23 minutes. And it shows you that it's, not great sleep. You track that and it'll show you like when the best sleep was, when you didn't get enough sleep, when you woke up, things like that. Then you got your heartbeat sensor or your heartbeat monitor. Just like Apple Watch, they are, pretty much the same. It's very, very little change, if any. You have your blood pressure that is not on an Apple Watch. It does come with this. It's around what I get at the doctor's office. Your blood oxygen. This is a nice little function right here. So you can measure your blood oxygen level. You can measure your stress. So this keeps an eye on your stress. No, it's because I switch over. Good Lord. And I'll tell you if you're getting into the red, if you're getting too stressed. And I bring that up because you can go actually into this fitness app and have breathing techniques that you can go to bring this back down. And then of course your like the weather app, which looks great on this AMOLED screen. There are also different ways that you can look at your app. So if you swipe to the right, you get this mini, like a quick menu, and that looks familiar, right? This is called Honeycomb on here. Here we go. So Honeycomb, Grid View, Parallel, Surface, and then like Crescent, Full Moon, as they call it. And I'll go into Full Moon and show you what that looks like. So then you can just kind of scroll through your menu. You can use this dial right here. The dial also has a satisfying click when you move it. Different ways to look at your apps. You can customize this kind of. I don't have like a picture that I can upload and that would be on my watch face. That's one downfall. The rest of the stuff is like very Apple-esque. The way you can see the apps, the way this functions. I love the screen. It's very bright. It's not even on its brightest. It's just, it's AMOLED, which is vibrant. To have this on a watch is pretty amazing. One of my favorite functions, so check this out. In this app that you can download with this watch, there's something called an e-card in here. So e-card. Now, I have 2 QR codes in here. And let's say you're doing networking and stuff like that. You want somebody to visit your Linktree, or for my sake, like YouTube channel. Instead of like having them search through it, let's say you're networking and you don't want somebody typing in this whole long address. You can just swipe down on your face here. See that middle right here? You press that and it brings up a QR code. They can scan that and that will go right to my YouTube page. Or they can scan that and that will go right to my Linktree with all my socials and stuff. That's something that I haven't seen on Apple. I don't know if they do have that. I haven't seen it. I haven't used it or heard about it. But to me, that's very helpful, very useful. There was, in the short, when I ended it, there was this one issue I had where my music kept switching off to this watch. And I finally found a fix for it. If you were to swipe down, hit this gear icon, which is your settings, you go into your phone call right here. There's this little area called media audio. All I had to do was switch that off and now my media doesn't go to my watch. I wish this would come turned off when you open it and not have to turn it off, because that is very annoying. If you're somebody like me, you don't read instructions and you blindly go through things and you just think it's broken. That's where I ended up, was like I thought this was broken. I didn't realize that I can turn this media off. And now I'm a happy camper and excited to use this watch and track my sleep, fitness, stuff like that. You can answer calls on here just like your Apple Watch. I mean, the speakers are okay, the microphones are okay, just like your Apple Watch. It's not like you want to hold whole conversations for a long period of time. It's like a quickly, let me find my phone so I can answer it on there, but I don't want to miss a call. I showed that in the little short as well. The performance of this blew me away. It does most of the stuff that my Apple Watch does. Some of the functions are missing, or they're quirky. Like AI voice is Apple's assistant, we'll just say.
That's right. Now, say my name.
Siri.
You're goddamn right.
I would say the name, but then all my equipment would start going off and saying, and I don't necessarily want to deal with that right now. The fact that this has blood pressure, the stress monitor especially, I noticed the stress monitor was pretty decent when I was playing Warzone, and you can see a spike in my stress levels. Just show you that there was, correlation to what I was doing that stressed me out, and it was noticeable on it read it. That's pretty cool. Like I was saying, the heartbeat monitor is like 1-in-1. They measured the same heartbeat. If I have a clip around here, I'll also put that in here. They're about the same. What blew me away, other than the screen, because the screen is gorgeous. That screen is, man. And I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes it's nice having a circular face compared to a square. I'm not going to strictly be just using this watch or just now using my Apple Watch. I'm going to rotate between these, and I think they're both amazing watches. They each have their quirks, they each have their features that one doesn't have. And this just blew me away. This was half the price. It picks up, it shows me my messages, it shows me my notifications. You can pick and choose what notifications you want. Your phone calls, even my FaceTime, it alerts me that there's, a FaceTime coming in. So all that stuff works. AI voice is her.
You're goddamn right.
But for Apple. And it does trigger it. I'll show you here. So it looks like that. I don't know if that looks a little familiar, right? And once I tap it, you should see that my phone should light up. So I just want to show you. And of course, you tap it to stop talking, and it gives you your answer. So that's AI voice in here, and Apple Intelligence in the phone. The other thing that was amazing was the battery life, and I think that's where I was headed before I went onto that rant. Other than the screen that is amazing and beautiful, is the battery life. The battery life on this, I don't know what witchcraft that they do to make this last that long, especially with how bright the screen can get, and all the things that it tracks. I don't know how they're able to get 4, 5, 6 days out of this, not even on low power mode, before you have to charge this. And I wish that kind of technology would go into Apple. Even when it was new, I wasn't able to get that long of a in between charges for my Apple Watch. The other thing that I really enjoyed about this watch and this app is the fitness meditation area. You can tailor a workout, whether it's at home or the gym. You have videos to show you how to accomplish those. If you've never, let's say you've never been in a gym or never done push-ups or anything like that, this will show you how to do it. It'll show you the form. It'll count with you. It's like Apple Fitness. It's just not like as extravagant and where you have people in the background doing it with you. It's more like a one-on-one. It's really nice, and it's not behind a paywall. And that's like the biggest takeaway I can get from that. So overall, my overall experience with this has been great. I do want to thank Awei for sending over their H18 watch. Thank you so much. I'm enjoying this. I love the design. I love the screen. I like how easy it is to use. I like that I'm able to use it with my iPhone, or if I had Android, I'm sure it would mesh perfectly with that. I'm glad that I found out how I could turn the media audio off when I'm listening to headset. Now it's like almost like a perfect watch. If you do kind of grow like the watch face, make it so you can kind of customize and change the buttons around. Maybe let you place a picture of your own, like an open design almost. This way you kind of have like a more personalized watch for you. That's like what I would say to Awei if they ever watch this video. I like the screen functions. I like the buttons. You got two buttons just like my Apple Watch. One's a crown, one's a button. The watch band is comfortable. I don't feel like I have to mess with it all the time. It's magnetic. I like that. I'm sure there's other things that I totally miss on this, but my overall experience was great. If I were you watching this video and I wanted to get something out to you, would be we have options, especially if you're in the Apple ecosystem. There are more options than just an Apple Watch, and this opened my eyes to it. I thought I was strictly in the Apple ecosystem for a watch, and you don't have to be. There are great companies like Awei that make amazing watches. I would say that just the screen alone is, man, it's a game changer. Like it looks so good. The faces on here look good. It tracks everything just like my Apple Watch. I don't get like things like fall detect and stuff like that from this watch, but who knows in the future if that might be able to be done over the air download or something. The link to this watch will be in my description below. Like I said, they do have different colors: black, gray like this one, brown, and blue. I would say this is the Budget King watch. If you have a limited budget, I would say how much it is like for me here in the United States. I just don't know. Depending on where you live, it could be different. So it's better to look in the description to see how much it is in your area. But if you're looking for a budget watch that's amazing, this is the watch you're looking for. I promise you. I'm surprised. This is coming from a guy that my ecosystem was Apple, everything. AirPod Pros, MacBook, my desktop, my watch, my phone. It's so eye-opening and such a relief to have something that's this nice and not an arm and a leg to buy. So check them out. The store is Awei. They will be in the description below. Thank you for joining me, but I gotta go because my back hurts.